Hey, how's it going, guys? It's the Llamaster here, and welcome back to another Rocket League video. And in this one, I have something honestly pretty interesting for you guys. Today, I'm going to be talking about a new Rocket League update, but this isn't one that happens in-game. Instead, this is an update that Psyonix gave to us about some real-life pullback racers that they're going to be selling fairly soon. So yeah, this is a few days late in terms of news-wise, but it wasn't a very pressing thing, but I still thought you guys would enjoy it if you haven't heard about it, because there are some things that you probably missed, and just come on, these things are awesome. They're like Rocket League Hot Wheels cars. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go through every single one of these cars so you can get a look, and also talking about some in-game things that come with these cars and when they might be released in the near future. But other than that, guys, remember to leave a like down below if you enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's get into it here. Alright, so jumping straight into it, these aren't actually Hot Wheels brand cars. I'm just making that comparison because, you know, everybody knows Hot Wheels. However, these are instead going to be made with a company called Zeg Toys, which I've honestly never heard of. But just by looking at their website, it appears that they just make a bunch of mini toys based off of shows, video games, and stuff like that. And they even have a Rocket League page here with, wait for it, the most detailed description ever. Yeah, but anyways, the Rocket League news site did give us a bunch of information on this, such as the total number of cars that we're gonna get here, which is 12. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to see all 12 of them just yet, but we do get to see 8 of them, and I'll be talking about the other 4 mystery ones in just a little bit here. But the cars that we for sure know that we're getting are the X-Devil, the Dominus, the Octane, I mean, of course you have to have the Octane, the Masamune, which is a pretty surprising one considering it's a DLC car, and then we go up to the Merc, which of course freaking had to be in it. I mean, it's the freaking Merc. How could you not have it? And then for the last 3, we have the Hotshot, the Backfire, and the Grog. Now, so far, all of these just look sick. Some of them look a little odd, but some of them look spot on. Like, just take a look at the Merc here. It's so freaking beautiful. It's literally the pedal van from the game as a children's toy, which, now that I say it, sounds really weird. But, yeah, anyways, it just looks great. And then, of course, some of the other ones that I think personally look the best are actually the Grog, Backfire, and the Hotshot. These ones look spot on as to how they look in game, especially the Grog, which is actually a surprise because it's such a weird shape, but they nailed it, and they even got the little decal with it. But yeah, a couple of the other ones, the Octane looks all right. It looks a little chunky for some reason, and the grill is it's got problems, but overall, it's the Octane. You have to love it. And then, of course, you have the Masamune and the Dominus, which the Dominus is just my favorite. I am going to have to get this because it just looks, it's beautiful. I need to have this one. In fact, if anybody at Psyonix is watching this video, you guys need to send me out some of these because I will definitely make a video on these. They're just amazing. Now, moving on here, as for the other 4 cars, sort of the secret ones, these are kind of unique because the only information that they gave us here is that the 8 cars that we already know of are part of the original minis line, and then the secret 4 that they haven't announced are limited variants. So I really don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to be like limited edition, right, as you'll only be able to buy them for a certain amount of time, but really I cannot tell you. So if you guys have an idea on that, be sure to leave it down below in the comments. Take your best guess and we'll see who gets it right when these things come out. But what's also interesting about the design of these is that you don't get to choose a specific one. They said in their article that all of these cars are part of a blind bag system, so you have to try to collect them all. Now, what I'm getting from that is that it's kind of like opening a crate, and now that I think of it, I would honestly be just a little bit disappointed if these did not come in like a Champion Series crate or something in real life. Now, speaking of that quick, they did say that they come in like a mini Rocket League ball. So, you know, maybe the overall packaging could look like a Champion Series crate, and then inside you have the ball in the car. Now, speaking of that little ball, I'm not really sure if it's one that you could like roll around, because the GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it, that they showed us, the ball that was in that is a Rocket League stress ball that they used to sell, because I actually have one of my own. So this makes me think that the ball is just for display and stuff like that, which is just a little too bad, but it is going to be cool all around. But anyways, back to the blind bag system, and it is weird that they called it a blind bag system instead of like just a random box or something like that. But with this, that basically means that these are going to be completely random. You're not going to be able to go out and buy a specific car like the Dominus. You're instead just going to have to buy one of these, open up the little Rocket League ball that it comes in, and just hope that it's one that you want. Now, I kind of think that's a little bit fun. Some people would probably want to buy the specific ones that they want, but you know, if you and your friends decide to buy some of these, you could do some real life Rocket League trading and go back and forth with these cars. But yeah, speaking of that, I have an amazing idea. We need to do a real life unboxing of these Rocket League cars. How freaking awesome would that be? Comment down below if you would like to see that. I know I already said to leave a comment on which mystery cars you think are going to be in this, but I think that would be an amazing idea, so we definitely have to do that. But anyways, moving on to the sort of last thing that I need to talk about, and this is actually one of the biggest and coolest things about these little cars, is that each of these comes with a special rocket trail and wheel that you can use in the game. So yeah, if you didn't want to just buy these for fun, you can also buy them to get an exclusive trail and wheel that you can equip on your in-game car and show off in online matches. Now, so far, I believe that it's only one trail and wheel just because they didn't say that it was plural, but I can't say that they wouldn't randomize it and give you different ones depending on like the car you get. But either way, it's a very interesting idea, and I'm excited to see if these are going to be like animated wheels or something like that. But of course, I'm going to just have to get them anyways, and this just makes it all the more worth it. But anyways, oh, and I did forget one important little thing, the release date of these. So the release date is not very specific. They did say that these would come out around springtime or early spring, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that that means that it's coming out sometime in early April, simply because this is around when there's gonna be a for sure update, because it happens with the end of season 4. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna add in these secret trails and stuff and release these toys at around the same time, and overall it would just make a lot of sense. But anyways, that is all that we know about these awesome little cars. So far, we do not know stuff like price, and I can't really speculate how much these would be. I would hope maybe $5, but again, I really don't know what these kind of pullback type cars would go for. But I can't imagine that they're gonna break the bank or something like that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like down below. It definitely helps me out a ton, and it lets me see that you guys are enjoying my videos. And also, if you haven't yet, be sure to check out my previous videos, which should be popping up on the screen right now, including 2 brand new insane glitches in the game, and also a crazy community montage with some of the best goals that I've ever seen. But other than that, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm the Llamacer, and I will see you guys next time.